You taped a neon sticker to my door that says, light trespass, trip hazard, after-hours display, obstruction, because I left the icicle lights up and ran the projector last weekend. And now the neighborhood app reads like I turned Maple Court into an airport runway. Let's take a breath. I'm Officer Reed. I'm here because the HOA logged 4 specifics. Your window projector throws moving snowflakes onto your neighbor's bedroom wall after 10. Your 6,000 lumen flood on the eaves faces outward so it shines across the street. 2 inflatables crept onto the sidewalk when the wind shifted. And the extension cord to the yard arch runs across the walkway under a doormat. I'm not here to ban lights or shut down December. I'm here to keep this calm and walk you through what the rules actually require. Fixtures aimed toward your house. Timers that shut off by 10 p.m. No cords across public walkways. Decor inside your property line. And projectors restricted so they don't paint someone else's window. So your place still looks festive without turning into a thread. Festive is the point. I'm not trying to spotlight bedrooms or trip strollers. I found a deal at the hardware store and the box said, Holiday Magic. The sticker made my mom think I bought stadium lights. The sticker landed because the details stacked in one weekend. The projector's angle paints your neighbor's interior blinds when the wind shifts the curtain. The eave floods point out, not down, so they carry past the street. Saturday's gust shoved 2 inflatables over the sidewalk seam so a stroller swerved into the gutter. And that cord under a mat? It's a trip bar with a hat. None of that bans joy. It says joy needs aim, hours, anchors, and cord management. My neighbor across the street is walking over with a photo where my snowflakes look like a rave on her ceiling. Please don't turn my porch into a courtroom. 20 seconds, then we'll tilt fixtures, set timers, and stake inflatables so the sidewalk stays a hallway. Please. Short update. The display stays, but the projector rotates 90 degrees to paint only your facade and shuts off at 10 p.m. All floods tilt down to a wash with warm light. Not outward beams. Timers set dusk 10 p.m. on weeknights and dusk 10:30 p.m. on Fridays, Saturdays. No cords cross the sidewalk or porch path. Use low-profile covers along your house wall only. Every inflatable anchors with 2 stakes and a rear tether and sits at least 18 inches behind the sidewalk line. And anything with sound, chimes, musical lights goes inside only after 9 p.m. If anyone sees spill light in a bedroom after 10, text me and I'll be here with a ladder and tape. Not a citation. That paragraph would have saved me 8 arguments and 2 diagrams. Understood. I aimed the floods up because the shadows looked dramatic. The box said, uplight. I didn't think it would read like a lighthouse across the street. Uplight is for trees and walls from below. Eve floods should graze down at 30-45 degrees, so they wash the siding without projecting across the road. We'll use the siding as the canvas and keep lumens on your lot. The second fix is color temperature. 2700 3000K feels warm and soft. The cold 5000K looks like a parking lot and carries farther. The projector was a novelty for my kids. I set it on the tripod and eyeballed it. I didn't mean to paint anyone's blinds. Projectors behave. You mount low, point up at your wall, and set a mask so the image dies at your roof line. No projecting onto the street, trees beyond your lot, or someone's window. Add a hood to block side spill. Projectors shut off at 10 p.m., no matter how fun the snowflakes look. The inflatables were fine until the wind gusted. I anchored them with the included stakes. They still scooted. Gusts lift cheap stakes. You add a rear tether to something that doesn't move. A tie down to a ground screw or a weight bag, so the figure can't lean into the walk. Keep 18 inches of clearance from the sidewalk edge, so even if it leans, the public sidewalk stays clear. If it's a wind advisory day, deflate after dark. Safety first, snowman second. The cord under the mat was my worst idea. I wanted it out of sight. Out of sight created a bump. The rule is cords never cross the public walk. Route along your house wall, under a low-profile cover entirely on your slab, and tape or clip so nothing lifts. If the cable can't reach without crossing, don't install that piece. Also, every outdoor run needs GFCI, proper rated cords and drip loops at plugs. Are my hours really the issue? I shut off at 11 on Saturdays. Seem neighborly enough? Bedrooms call 10 p.m. neighborly. Lights out by 10 on weeknights and 10:30 on Friday. Saturday keeps peace. You can leave tiny warm window candles on later. Big floods and motion patterns end at 10. My neighbor's here with the ceiling video. She's actually pretty calm, just tired. Can you give her the short version so she can put the phone down? Short version. Down-tilt floods to wash your own wall, warm color only. Projector aimed at your facade with a hood and off by 10. No cords across the walk, inflatables tethered and behind the sidewalk line, and music off outdoors after 9. If a snowflake lands on your blinds again after 10, text me and I'll tilt it right then. That's all I needed. Lights that look like a house, not a stage. Fair. Explain light trespass like I'm not an electrician. When does pretty become problem? Pretty becomes problem when light leaves your lot into someone's window or forces eyes to squint on the street. 2 questions solve it. Where are the beams pointing and when do they turn off? Aim down and in, cap lumens, pick warm, and time them out. If you can see your bulb, your neighbor can see your mistake. My arch over the walk is the kid's favorite thing. Can it stay if I raise it higher? Arches over private paths are fine if they leave 80 inches of headroom and no cords on the ground. Over a public sidewalk, they're never allowed. Move the arch into your yard and put a paver path under it so the public walk stays a public walk. The app also yelled about my ladder left on the lawn. Someone called it trip hazard. It was noon. Ladders nap best in garages. Mid-install, you stand them inside your yard, not near the public walk. At night, no ladders outside. That's less about HOA and more about not donating gear. Music sync. The package plays Jingle Bell Rock on a tiny speaker. It's cute for 12 seconds and then it's a loop. Outdoor music is off after 9 p.m. During the evening, keep it low and short. Better, pipe it inside and crack a window. Or make the music button guest activated for one play. Constant loops create enemies. I'm hearing aim, hours, anchors, chords. What about brightness? Do I need a light meter to pass the vibe check? You don't need a meter. You need a dim setting. If your eye sees glare from the source, dim until you see a wash. Think porch lamp bright, not stadium. Replace any naked flood with a hooded or shielded fixture and keep the beam aimed at your siding. Your house should glow. The sky shouldn't. Timers confuse me. I've tried smart plugs. They drift. 2-part plan. Use dusk to off smart plugs for the small strings and a mechanical timer for the projector and floods. Set the projector floods 5E 10 p.m. weeknights, 5E 10 to 30 p.m. Friday, Saturday. Put all of this on one page taped inside your hall closet so you don't reinvent it next year. The wind knocks the candy canes at the sidewalk edge. I like the look. I don't want to move them. Shift the line 18 inches inside your property and stake each cane with a U-pin and a cross tie. If any piece can fall onto the public walk, it's in the wrong place. In December, sidewalks carry strollers and grandparents in the dark. We keep them clean. Extension cord math. I've got 3 splitters and a ball of green spaghetti. The app called it a tinsel snake. Make 3 circuits. Roof, yard left, yard right. Each has one start at a GFCI outlet with a single heavy-duty cord to a weatherproof box in your yard. From there, short pigtails to each element. No daisy chains of 6. Every plug sits upright with a drip loop. If you run out of reach, you stop adding pieces. Are laser projectors banned? A neighbor typed retina damage like I'm aiming a lightsaber. Laser units aimed at houses are allowed if they project only onto your facade. Never aim into the street, trees across the way, or windows. And they still shut off at 10. If you own one, put it away on windy nights. The dots wander. My neighbor's baby wakes early. The 6 a.m. garbage truck is enough. A 6 a.m. timer glitch would cause a riot. Set every smart plug to manual after season. During season, add a hard off at 10:30 on the plug in the timer. Redundant off beats a 6 a.m. rave. Can we walk and adjust so she sees it change right now? Ladder ready. Let's fix angles and hours. A ladder kisses the eave while a neighbor steadies the rail. 2 floods loosen and turn down until their beams graze siding. A warm 2700K bulb clicks into a flood can. The projector swivels 90 degrees and slides behind a small black hood. The moving snow now ends at the roofline with a clean edge. A smart plug chimes as 10 p.m. off locks in. A mechanical timer snaps between 5 hour and 10 how. A green cord lifts from a doormat and disappears under a low-profile cover that hugs the house wall. Two inflatables step back 18 inches and accept a rear tether to a ground screw. Candy canes shift inward in a straight soldier line with U-pins. A wind advisory alert turns the projector rule to auto-off in gusts. The porch speaker goes quiet and the living room gets the playlist instead. From the neighbor's nursery, you see a soft wash on clapboard, not a snow squall on drywall. The sidewalk reads like a safe runway with nothing to catch a toe. That looks like a postcard, not a stage, because we aimed the light at your house, not at the neighborhood. People in the app accuse me of leaving them up all year. I did leave the hooks. Is that a fine? Hooks can stay. Lights shouldn't run outside the season. After January 10th, they go dark and come down by the end of the month. Hooks are hardware. Glow is the grievance. Do I need approval for the flag light? It points up at the pole. Flag lights can be narrow and just bright enough to light the flag. Aim from below with a hood, not a wide flood that brightens the block. And the flag comes down at night unless it's properly lit. Say the upload list so the sticker retires today instead of becoming a holiday ornament. 4. Items tonight, a photo from your neighbor's porch at 9:30 p.m. showing the projected snow on your wall only with a hood in place. A photo from the curb showing Eve floods down, tilted with warm color and no glare across the street. A photo of the low-profile cord cover hugging your house wall with no cords across the sidewalk, plus inflatable tethers and 18-inch setback. And a screenshot of timers set to dusk 10 p.m., weeknights, and dusk 10:30 p.m., free sat. Caption: aimed down warm. Projector hooded to facade, inflatables anchored and behind walk, timers set. Music off outdoors after 9. I'll mark in progress, no fines now. After one quiet weekend with zero spill into bedrooms, resolved, compliant. I'll post a before-after in the app with those 4 receipts. Perfect. One more. The porch arch is the photo spot. If I can't put it over the public walk, can I move it to the lawn and still keep the photo op? Absolutely. Set it inside your lot with a paver step so shoes don't chew the turf. Keep the cord inside your yard and under the cover. Add a little U.S. flag ribbon on the wreath for winter, small, tasteful, lit warm if you light it at all. Edge cases. First snow next week. The kids want to run the projector late because it feels right. Run it until 10, then off. Snow outside will do the rest. The season isn't a pass on hours. New Year's Eve. Midnight exists. New Year's is the one exception. 12:15 a.m. off with a neighbor text beforehand. Lights on until 12:15 for the countdown. Projector still on our wall only. Music indoors only. You earn the exception by doing the rules the whole month. Neighbor party 2 doors down runs loud anyway. If someone complains about my warm wash at 9:30, I'm going to growl. Apples and oranges. You fix yours every time and you'll have moral high ground when I knock on theirs. I'll take high ground with warm light. Say your commitment out loud so I can write cooperative on the form and we can both go drink. Coco. Projector hooded and off by 10. Floods down and warm, no cords across the walk. Inflatables tethered and inside the line, music indoors after 9. Lights down by 10 weeknights and 10:30 on weekends. If someone texts, I fix it in minutes. Deal. For anyone watching later, this didn't end with a ban on joy or a vote against snowmen. We kept the sparkle and killed the squint, down-tilted warm floods that wash your own siding, a hooded projector that paints only your facade and shuts off by 10, no cords on public walks, inflatables tethered and 18 inches behind the line, music indoors after 9, and a simple timer plan that makes lights out an automatic part of the night. The block still looks like a card. Bedrooms still sleep like rooms. Strollers still glide like strollers. And the sticker turns into a checklist you can tape inside your holiday bin for next year. Say it clean for the close. Here it is.